Radio, broadcasting from the city to the world. www.cityworldradio.com.
Hello, hello, hello. It is the second Sunday of the month, 5 p.m. So it is Souletri Spotlight time. I am so excited. It's like ridiculous. I'm going to have Solomon the Artiste here, have some crazy talkbacks of our youth and childhood. Slightly nervous for the secrets that might come out because I was quite a different person back in years ago. But let's get into some music. First up, we have Solomon's, one of his first songs, the one that introduced me to him as an artist. This is called Leave Me Alone.
Tell me no lies. This can't be your idea of love divine. You think I'm dumb.
And I thought about you today, and I thought about the things you used to say, and I thought about the things we did, and I thought about your newest kid. And damn, that makes two now. Oh, what do I do now? 'Cause if we ever got together, I'd have to be them kids that pops forever. And well, that ain't my thing, 'cause I ain't even got my own. and I ain't really got no home, no place to put these things I own. And I thought about the things you used to say, and I thought about the games we used to play, and I thought about that little kid, and I thought about the things we did. I always thought that we would be together, I always knew that we would be together, but I don't wanna wait forever, I don't wanna wait forever. Hello, 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 baby from the other side. I must have called about 1,000 times to tell you I'm sorry for all I've done, but when I call you are never home. Hello, baby from the outside. At least I can say that I've tried to tell you I'm sorry for breaking your heart, but it don't matter, cause clearly it don't tear you apart anymore. Hello, how are you? It's so typical of me to talk about myself. I'm sorry. I hope that you're well. Did you ever make it out of that town when nothing ever happened? And it's no secret that the both of us are running out of time. Hello, 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 baby from the other side. I must have called about 1,000 times to tell you I'm sorry for all I've done, but when I called you are never home. Hello, baby from the outside. At least I can say that I've tried to tell you I'm sorry for breaking your heart, but it don't matter, cause clearly it don't tear you apart anymore. It doesn't tear you apart anymore. It doesn't tear you, it don't tear you apart anymore. It doesn't tear you apart anymore. Hello. It seems so sad when you look back, 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 everything's so sad when you look back. Wanna rebound like a buffet, wanna rebound like a buffet. Don't just sit back, get on it. Time fly by way too quick, don't there. Reflection bring regrets, don't there. Rejection make you defensive, so you protect your pride with your reflexes. But life is a game with no reset on the end. It ain't no looking back, no, 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 no. It ain't no looking back, no, 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 no. It ain't no looking back, no, 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 no. Life is a game with no reset on the end. It ain't no looking back, no, 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 no. It ain't no looking back, no, 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 no. It ain't no looking back, no, 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 no. But life is a game with no reset on the end. Hello from the other side.
All right, so that was the second song was Hello, which is part of Solomon's group, the label Noir, which if you haven't heard me mention, that just proves you haven't listened to this show at all. That's like my other family. So shout out to everybody at the label Noir. We're going to keep this going. We're going to get into the new album called Artiste. And when Solomon gets here, we're going to get a little deeper into that. All right. This is Alcoholic Today.
I spent this whole week on my feet, 7 whole days, ain't had no sleep. My girlfriend left me, said I'm too sweet. Said she want a roughneck, that is not me. Worst of all, I was late for work. I was told to see the manager. She gave me a pink slip, I ain't hurt. My car broke down, I swear. My fault. Now I ain't got no job, and my rent is due by tomorrow. I could fall on my knees and sob. I could run away to Toronto. I could move to a different country, far away where nobody knows me. Wait a minute, I'm talking crazy. I'ma just head to Long Island, I need some affair eyes. I woke up and said to myself, I'm gonna be an alcoholic today. Cause I've got a lot on my mind, and I think I wanna drink my problems away. I don't care what the people say, in this addiction I'm gonna play. Oh, I really need to be an alcoholic today. I woke up and said to myself, I'm gonna be an alcoholic today. Cause I've got a lot on my mind, and I think I'm gonna drink my problems away. I don't care what the people say, in this addiction I'm gonna play. Oh, I really need to be an alcoholic today. See, I don't really drink like that, but this week, bruh, I'ma throw a few back. I'm about to get loose, I need to relax. Life been testing and stressing me out, facts. But check it, I'ma start with a beer. Go ahead, laugh it on up, I don't care. I'ma get the liquor real soon, I swear. And I'ma get a white girl wasted, beware. Nah, I'm just playing. I don't get lost on the sauce I'm faking, but depending on the price I'm paying, I'm liable to get nice, that's all I'm saying. Bartender, I'm ready, let me get a Coke and Henny. Dang, your hand is heavy, you out to get me, I'ma have to review. I woke up and said to myself, I'm gonna be an alcoholic today. Cause I've got a lot on my mind, and I think I wanna drink my problems away. I don't care what the people say, in this addiction I'm gonna play. Oh, I really need to be an alcoholic today. I woke up and said to myself, I'm gonna be an alcoholic today. Cause I've got a lot on my mind, and I think I'm gonna drink my problems away. I don't care what the people say, in this addiction I'm gonna play. Oh, I really need to be an alcoholic today. Oh, I really need to be. Oh, I really need to be. Oh, I really need to be an alcoholic today. Oh, I really need to be. Oh, I really need to be. Oh, I really need to be an alcoholic today. I woke up and said to myself, now, alcoholic today. Because I got a lot on my mind. Now, alcoholic today. I don't care what the people say. Now, alcoholic today. And this thing here I'm gonna play. Now, alcoholic today. I woke up and said to myself, I'm gonna be an alcoholic today. Cause I've got a lot on my mind, I wanna drink my problems away. I don't care what the people say. In this thing here I'm gonna play. Oh, these things don't last forever. You're gonna make it after all. Just pull yourself together. Don't lose yourself to alcohol. These things don't last forever. You're gonna make it after all. Just pull yourself together. Don't lose yourself to alcohol. These things don't last forever. You're gonna make it after all. Just pull yourself together. Don't lose yourself to alcohol. These things don't last forever. You're gonna make it after all. Just pull yourself together. Don't lose yourself to alcohol. These things don't last forever, no. me what you think. I went up in the club, seen the finest little thing, giving me the eye, just a little wink. But when I walk up to her, she offers me a drink, and then I'm like, damn, is it really like that? Spit your own game and you got your own match. She said she know what she wants, so when it come down to it, there ain't no need to front. Check it, y'all. Extra, extra, message for the fellas. I got a story that I really need to tell ya about them girls with they swagger on extra. That's what you call a real gangsterella. Extra, extra, message for the fellas. I got a story that I really need to tell ya about them girls with they swagger on extra. That's what you call a real gangsterella. Just the other night, I went up to this party. On the dance floor, I seen a sexy little body. So I popped my collar as I'm walking up to her, but she gave me to the holler right before I said a word. She was like, yo, you're so damn fine. Hold my hand, I'ma make you mine. Confusion, that's what I'm really feeling, but I must admit she had me looking towards the ceiling. Check it, y'all. Extra, extra, message for the fellas. I got a story that I really need to tell ya about them girls with they swagger on extra. That's what you call a real gangsterella. Extra, extra, message for the fellas. I got a story that I really need to tell ya about them girls with they swagger on extra. That's what you call a real gangsterella. Now let me tell you fellas, how you know you found a gangsterella. She the type of chick that let you stand up under her umbrella through the stormy weather. Got your back down for you forever. She may act a little clever, but she'll treat you like a treasure. She's such a lady, but she spit game like the fellas. Never ask for nothing, cause she got her own cheddar. You best to believe she's all that you need. Got the gifts to make them man go weekend then. Now let me tell you fellas, how you know you found a gangsterella. She the type of chick that let you stand up under her umbrella through the stormy weather. Got your back down for you forever. She may act a little clever, but she'll treat you like a treasure. She's such a lady, but she spit game like the fellas. Never ask for nothing, cause she got her own cheddar. You best to believe she's all that you need. Got the goods to make a man go weak in the knees. Extra, extra, message for the fellas. I got a story that I really need to tell ya about the girls with they swagger on extra. That's what you call a real gangsterella. Extra, extra, message for the fellas. I got a story that I really need to tell ya about the girls with they swagger on extra. That's what you call a real gangsterella. Extra,
Tell me what you think. I went up to the club, seen the finest little thing, giving me the eye, just a little wink. When I walk up to her, she offered me a drink, and
extra, extra, message for the fellas. I got a story that I really need to tell ya about the girls with they swagger on extra. That's what you call a real gangsterella. She's a real gangsterella, a real gangsterella, a real gangsterella. She's a real gangsterella, a real gangsterella, a real gangsterella. She's a real gangsterella, a real gangsterella, a real gangsterella. She's a real gangsterella, real gangsterella, real gangsterella. Yeah. Sometimes I think about how living in the city makes me scream
trust what they discussing like. I had to read it to learn Uncle Tom wasn't. Second grade portrait, black was the wrong color. Our teacher turned her eyes, guess the truth was too awkward. So I was the man for at least 2 summers. Advice to buy mitzvahs, my yarmulkes made custom. A tight, not clash cultures. Coming of age wondrous. Like girls I wanted fronted, see these white girl numbers on my phone. Same as Mike, who we buried before diplomas. Oscar nominees earned a smile while we was hurting. Earning superlatives while dad was on the corner. Like a boxer, not a dealer. Round 2 with lymphoma. Is it over? Is it over? Too faded to watch the fight. Catching Sports Center highlights after living my nights. I guess it must be why I like Simba and Batman. We was all kids just prepping for life without dad. Nothing really changed round here. I try to stay the same round here. We've been looking up to the stars, right? We the real stars round here. Nothing really changed round here. Try to stay the same round here. We've been looking up to the stars, right? We the real stars round here. Be like starlight, star bright. First star that I see tonight. Wish I may, wish I might have the wish I wish tonight. Let me see some stars tonight. Make sure that my balls are tight. Make sure that my flow is finer than the China I can't buy. Who knows? Maybe I'll get signed. Pay for my studio time. Ghost right for my favorite artist. Trust me, homie, I won't mind. Cause I'm sick and I'm tired. Wanna start before retiring. I got bars. I'll be rhyming. Switch it up like Dennis Rodman. Took my first steps. I ain't got from nobody. Wanna be robbing by myself. One man mob. Tons of thrones like Billy Bob. Looking up, I see the stars. These days they just seem so far. For a son of a fauna who was seed of a farmer. Peaceful guy, wouldn't harm a fly. But these times are harder. Scar tissue forming that I can't run away from. Never been a liar, been too honest from my day one. Scared to be a father cause I wasn't such a great son. Nothing really changed round here. I try to stay the same round here. We've been looking up to the stars, right? We the real stars round here. Nothing really changed round here. Try to stay the same round here. We've been looking up to the stars, right? We the real stars round here. Tell me about the stars you seeing from city buildings. When every dream is building, all you see are your limits. Me and my affiliates, we came to a consensus. We not like in the safe route, we do it a little different. You doing this for the riches or doing it for the women? I need to know your motives before we get into business. Cause weak, they fold like cars when doubts get in their crevice. I'm not wasting no bars on drinkers who don't know limits. I'm all about my lyrics, you know it by what I'm spitting. I'm sinning in every step, but moving towards redemption. This isn't my best, but snippets of what's to come. Too smart for my own good, man, wishing that I was dumb. Man, Nas' album is done. He told me to start a label. I did it with my brothers. My middle name is Abel. I'm so far from stable to thinking I'd be embarrassed. Why you always looking up? Cause I'm looking for Polaris.
All right. So we got some good music just then. And joining us right now is Mr. Ursa Major. Say what's up, Ursa.
What's going on, everybody? What's good? What's good?
Ursa and Solomon started the label Noir. What was it? 5 years ago?
Yeah, just about.
So you know what I need. I need an origin story. How did this all come about?
It started with 3 men who were tired of being adults. Pretty much is how it started. And Jarrell hit me up asking me if I still do music. And I'm like, no, I don't do that anymore. And thinking about old Bensi, who would kill me if he heard me say those words out loud. So I was like...
Yeah, because I know old Bensi. To hear the words no music, like... So to give y'all a little background, all of the label and I went to college together.
True.
And we definitely were like, is this a good spot? Cool, we're going to do some art real quick. Anybody that's around, come join us.
Exactly. It was open door policy. You had something to contribute. Go ahead and add it on. There's no rules. Just be honest. Always.
Right. So then we separated. A couple of years passed. You got a call from Jarrell. And what happened?
So, again, that call of do you still do music and me not having the balls to say no. So I was like, hold on. Let me get back to you. So the only like safe space that I always had was Solomon's crib because his home studio was just perfect. So I know he was still doing music. So I hit him up like, yo, I think I want to come back and do this the right way. And he hadn't given up on the dream. So we had to sit down. It was literally, yo, we all want this thing. Let's do it the right way. And so we turned into a business and we became experts. And here we are. A couple tours later, right?
Yeah. Oh, couple of tours later. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Well, the first one was Europe, right?
Right. First was Europe, myself, and Harvey.
Harvey Leona, which if you're listening to Harvey, shout out to you.
Shout out to him, man.
But yeah, it was definitely because I remember like coming back and being like, hey, it's been a minute around the time that y'all like, yeah, this was good. I really want to connect with you. We're about to get on a plane right now.
Right.
and sleep in some hostels. So tell us a little bit about the Europe tour.
All right. Well, first off, I always want to start off by saying everybody thinks they want to be on tour until they're on tour.
Mm-hmm.
It's not exactly groupies and bottles being popped every night. It's so far from that. I don't care what level you're at. It's literally, okay, where are we going? How far is that? How much sleep am I actually going to get before this show? And when you're touring indie and on a super budget, sometimes it's like, do I get to sleep in a bed tonight? Or am I going to be homeless on a different continent for 24 hours?
Oh, man.
But it always worked out. And it's just planning and communicating. You can't be afraid to ask. So many places that I got to perform at, so many places I got paid to perform at, I wasn't expecting it. I just asked a question. I sent them some music, and they were like, of course you can come rock this stage. And it was that simple so much of the time.
Yeah, but we went from sleeping on floors, because I was definitely with you second tour around when we did the West Coast. But we went to sleeping on floors to you doing, like, So Far Sounds, to the label doing, like, a bunch of stuff. You just came back from Atlanta, right?
I just got back from Atlanta. We was at the A3C conference, and we connected with some artists out there. In that time, we've done a couple of festivals as well. We got invited to Arts in Augusta Festival. I've done South by Southwest Festival 3 times. Well, no, this year's going to be the 3rd time. And we keep getting invited to come back out. And it's just unreal, you know?
Yeah. Got to make those dreams happen.
Yeah, they don't happen by themselves.
They do not. They're not even a little bit. So I guess the big question is, what's next for the label?
World domination.
I'm about it. You already know I got my books of plans for when we get the world on Earth.
Exactly. But it's really just everyone who hears the music, they always have the same reaction. And that's not, that's every artist on the label or affiliated with the label. It's always when are you going to come out with more? When are you going to come out here and do it? So we just want to arrange it so you can hear all the voices and all that art in front of you. And I think we want to move in the direction of intimate settings. We love the big stages, but when you can connect with an intimate group of people, that's a moment that can't be replaced. So that's what we want to do around the world. That's what we're working towards.
Absolutely. Let's talk a little bit about some of your artists in the label. So we have Solomon, whose album we're going to continue bumping. Harvey, I saw on the label's Instagram that album is coming soon. Tell us a little bit about that feel.
So Harvey's EP's memoirs. It's the ups and downs of just relationships and dream chasing. A lot of it's true stories about really dark moments in his life. For a cheerful guy, he's been through it. And I've seen people just break down in tears when they hear his songs because of how vulnerable he is in the music. And the recording process for that, we wanted to get producers and instrumentation, but we decided to strip it down and just give you the raw, just Harvey and the guitar in its purest form. So people be on the lookout for that. That's going to be really something special. So that's coming soon. And Tatiana Rain, she's finishing up her Shadows EP.
Tatiana!
Yeah, I mean, you've had her on the show before. You already know what she's about. And it's just pure love of the art for her. Yeah. I can't wait for you guys to hear what comes out there, too.
I'm excited. I'm, always ready. I feel like I'm the one, even though I travel with you guys and I know you guys so intimately, I'm definitely one of those first people being like, when is new music coming? When is it? Is it now? Is it now? I mean, I know you're in the studio, but is it now?
Well, see, that's the thing. We're literally always working. So, like, Logic Thompson, he's got 2 or 3 projects that I've heard snippets of. They're all getting ready to go. You know me, I'm literally always working on music. So if I drop just a teaser now with a video or, like, within the next month, just know just more to come, always.
Awesome. I'm going to let you go and do things because I really want to get back to this album. But,
yeah, go ahead, man. It's a classic already.
But definitely, last but not least, people following the label, where can they stalk you? Where can they find you guys? Where can they be like me and start asking for music more constantly?
Well, always go to the website. So, thelabelnoir.com. That's our home base. You can follow us on all social media, of course. And wherever you follow us, make sure you turn on your post notifications. That's one thing I'm learning myself that people need to do. Because you'll miss a show, you'll miss some like a teaser, you'll miss some merch opportunities. So just turn on that post notification and stay tuned in.
Definitely. Well, thank you so much, Ursa. Love
My
you guys
pleasure.
so much. We're going to get back into this album, and we'll talk to y'all soon.
All right. Thanks for letting us take over.
Definitely.
Take care, guys. Only at Sky Crescent Radio.
Get happier, so all things considered, my recent answer is a decent answer. Surviving. Cause death coming quick, I'm trying to live faster. Looking at my past, reminding myself I'm past it. Heart on my sleeve, man, I hope that's still in fashion, cause I have no time to change and nothing else to match it. No rest for the weary, and everyone's aware what the other person's wearing. Seems clear my seams ain't Milan or Paris, but based on my apparel, my nonchalance is apparent. These days I fear becoming my own parents. Growing up's an art, one that I've already mastered. There's paint in my paintbrush, passion in my pastels. Didn't invent honesty, but I got all the patents. Far from superficial, but tell me where the cash is. Right now I'm so po, call me Kung Fu Panda. Sipping on a Malta, thinking on mañana. Winners write history, what losers write don't matter. This Game of Thrones, all eyes are on the castle. Trying to see some Cubans got me feeling like the Mavericks. Do you hear the underdog in my undertones? Heart and soul of a poet, never thrown a bone. Never left alone when everything's going wrong. I put on my headphones and my best cologne. And I'm flowing. Steady as the beating drum. Cocoa on my metronome. Like to tell it how it is. Not so much I told you so. Martin don't have dreams no more. And Marvin know what's going on. I don't want to be the one. So can I be the oracle? Or rather, start a rally, right in Bill O'Reilly's home. A near riot with white kids full of violence, inspired by spirituals but blaming it on rap songs. Let a class of child soldiers march in and all tag along with a giant poster saying, Bill, you were right all along. See, I be hearing no more than I be hearing yes. But that's only because of all the voices in my head. Can't pay my debts, but I can pay my respects. So rest in peace to any and all regrets. I'm making music, not excuses. Me and all my friends, if I die, music dies too. Richie Valens. I see it all clear, no need for corrective lens. Treat my future like it happened, I be using the past tense. Had a fallout with some boys, they was on some Pete Wentz. And you can't classify me, I'm cutting class again. Yes, yes, college is Ferris Bueller. Refuse to suffer lectures if I could find it on Google. Help the jocks get smarter, no tutor. I help the thugs aim higher, no Ruger. I help the nerds feel cooler. Help men get green without becoming Lex Luthor. I help the promiscuous women feel a little more prudent. Helping you helps me feel a little more human. So you don't help nothing when you choose to stay stupid. See, this is for the kids who told me I wasn't black enough. For bougie girls in whack clubs who declined all my polite requests for them to back it up. Are you in front or behind it? No fronting when the camera's on. Outside my comfort zone, but I kinda like it though. Mine know no limits like it's racing on the Autobahn. It's nothing more than a vignette of a grown kid still wondering, are we there yet? So, Are we there yet? Are we close? How do we get it without stepping on any toes? My inner alcoholic wanna skip to the toast, and my soul wanna be free like the BET host. I wish a lot of things, but that I was deaf most. Cause my life don't compare to my favorite most deaf quotes. As of late.
You won't ever be like me. You won't ever see like me. You can't ever live like me. So be you, so be you. You won't ever be like me. You won't ever see like me. You can't ever live like me. So be you, so be you.
Someone told me I should start my own religion. I'm so consistent in the way I do it different. I ask questions knowing knowledge is the weapon. When I'm finished, she'll be asking who's the next hit. Made waves with some wave files. Reverse 8 Mile. I can't leave the game the same now. Thoughts of Robert Frost and golden forks. The checks can never change me and the reasons that I do it for. It's for every child whose parents try to tell him nah. Sneaking off the session while his parents busy dozing off. Spending saved up cents on your sound click. Writing rhymes are penniless but similes are sounding rich. I've been there and I lived it. I feel you. When everyone is can, sometimes you gotta be a real you. The more you show yourself, the more they saying me too. Should this be my last verse? I really wanna tell you.
You won't ever be like me. You won't ever see like me. You can't never live like me. So be you, so be you. You won't ever be like me. You won't ever see like me. You can't never live like me. So be you, so be you.
Whoever adopts the light of a guide is most obvious. It goes with the ring of reflection, trying to find narcissists. Enter the matrix stuck. 2 unpluggers, 2 get stung. Till then hear what's sung from a smoking gun or a pro-white dove. We grow in fractals as any tree. Bark hardens, dark part of the season to grow tangerines. Eventually, be yourself, find out what I mean. What I've seen is subject from my path, possibly another's dream. Never been a cool dude, outcast part of a crew. Always saw the proof when my duke said just be you. Ain't never switching stances up, no need for a degree to know the chance is only one. Or maybe you get lucky, trust me, living without your heart is no luxury. Better yet ask the tin can, no need for an Oz to tell me I'm an odd man.
You won't ever be like me. You won't ever see like me. You can't never live like me. So be you, so be you. You won't ever be like me. You won't ever see like me. You can't never live like me. So be you, so be you. You won't ever be like me. You won't ever see like me. You can't never live like me. So be you, so be you. You won't ever be like me. You won't ever see like me. You can't never live like me. So be you, so be you can't be like me.
Ain't no party like a 90s party. Ain't no party like a 90s party. Reminiscing on the days when we were young and free. When there were no bills and life was pure elementary. When the dollar bought you candy, chips, and soda pop. Riding bikes through endless summers where the beat don't stop. Now we stuck in a 45 where the winters are hot like fire. When it's criminal to survive in the skin that they all desire. Every move that you make is a trap and the music is trapping. You feel like you're trapped. Do you wanna go back to a place in time? Need a celebration to unwind. Ain't no party like a 90s party on the East Coast party. It's a New York party. Get down, get naughty, get loud. Everybody survive in this thing that they all desire. Every move that you make is a trap, and the music is trapping. You feel like you're trapping. You want to go back to a place in time. You need a celebration to earn. Ain't no party like a 90s party on the East Coast party. It's a New York party. Get down, get naughty, get loud. Everybody just bounce to the biggity beat. So there ain't no party like a 90s party on the East Coast party. It's a New York party. Get down, get naughty, get loud. Everybody just bounce to the biggity beat. There ain't no party like a 90s party on the East Coast party. It's a New York party. Get down, get naughty, get loud. Everybody just bounce to the biggity beat. There ain't no party like a 90s party on the East Coast party. It's a New York party. Get down, get naughty, get loud. Everybody just bounce to the biggity beat. Everybody say oh. Everybody say ain't no party like a 90s party. Ain't no party like a 90s party.
Hey, okay. So, 90s party.
What up, though?
Right? So, who you're hearing is the man, the myth, the legend that we've been bumping. Mr. Solomon the Artiste. Say what's up?
Hey, y'all.
Don't do that. 'Cause you know, every time I have you, I'm asking you to sing me something personal. So put you in front of a mic.
Oh, Lord.
I'm going to need some tunes. I'm going to need some personal. Earlene is the best kind of music.
Earlene is the best. Yeah.
He's just saying that to get me blushing.
You know how it works. We've known each other since college.
Right? So earlier we had Ursa from the label talk about your origin story.
Yes.
How even though everybody else took a break from music, since we all knew each other from college, you kept it going. Never stopped, kept doing it. So I guess tell us what music meant for you and all that.
You mean pretty much like my whole life, or?
Yeah.
All right. Music has meant freedom and an escape and originality. You know, pretty much. Like I think like most artists, they grow up in school being the unpopular kid and whatnot, you know. And so for me, being a singer, being a musician, being an artist all around, it just gave me this freedom to be like, well, y'all ain't gonna accept me. Well, I'm gonna create my own world. I'm gonna create something badass. You know, if I wasn't, you know, popular at the moment, you know, I was always the dude that everyone, the teachers, whosoever asked, you know, to sing at this program, that program. So, you know, I got my little 15 minutes every now and again, and it worked in my favor. And I figured, I guess I got to that place where I figured, you know what, I ain't going to let this go. I'm going to sing for the rest of my life.
I mean, you were good at it. So, actual moment, there was that time that you sung in Spanish, and my knees actually gave out. So, this man started singing in Spanish. My knees buckled, and I was like, oh, okay. I might have to marry this man.
Nos vamos a querer toda la vida. I can't remember.
Making me blush on my own radio show. What are we doing? So we are almost out of time, but real quick, we've been playing your music this whole hour.
Yes.
I kind of want to go through what some of the songs and what they meant to you.
Sure.
And also talk a little bit about this album.
Yes.
And so I called it art because I was waiting for you to go into the full like meaning behind it.
Yes.
So what does ART stand for?
Arbitrary Revolutionary Trophy.
And what does that mean?
So what that basically is, I wanted to create an album that was truly sort of a museum for the ears, basically. And it's the beginning of a trilogy. So the first album, Arbitrary Revolutionary Trophy, this first album is a creation of the 90s, basically. My version of the 90s. This is my 90s album that came out in 2018, if you will. And it's the arbitrary portion of the trilogy. And so, you know, everyone knows I studied English in college. So
wait, yeah. Real quick, I'm going to throw in there. You said trilogy. So
yes.
that means I'm going to get some more music soon?
You are going to get some more music that I'm actually working on as we speak.
Two more albums.
Absolutely. So. I'm probably pushing myself under the bus by saying this, but the second part of the trilogy will probably come out before the end of this year.
Oh, cool. I'm gonna hold you to that.
Crap.
I know where you live now. I've traveled with the label. I will stalk you and get this album.
You got it.
It's also for when everybody jumps on Spotify or wherever you're listening to this, they can also hear the promise you made to the world.
Yes.
Cool.
Oh man.
No pressure, but it's on there for record.
Set myself up.
We're gonna end with a quick song,
Yes.
but I really want people to know where they can find you,
Mm-hmm.
any upcoming gigs that you have going on.
Yes, so you can find me literally on everywhere. It's Solomon the Artiste, with the exception of Twitter, because they, were messing with my emotions, and so it's Solomon Artiste on Twitter. But basically, if you type in Solomon the Artiste anywhere,
Something's gonna
pop up.
All right, you have anything in the works where people can see you real quick? I know your YouTube stays popping with.
Yeah, there's a lot of covers coming up on Instagram and YouTube and whatnot. But I'm going to LA to actually, because whoever doesn't know, I am also an actor. So I'm going to LA to shoot a web series next week. So I'm going to be working on that. And once I get back, I'm going to be finishing the second part of the album and just trying to put together some more shows before the end of the year.
Great. So keeping it on this 90s tip, we are going to end our program with Ain't No Sunshine.
Oh, you took it back.
I took it back. You did your whole discography.
Snap.
Yep.
It's not a warm when she's away. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, and she's always gone too long. Anytime she goes away, wonder this time where she's gone. Wonder if she's gonna stay. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, and this house just ain't no home anytime she goes away. And I know. Hey, I gotta leave this thing alone, 'cause ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Woo! 'Cause ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Only darkness when she's away. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, and this house just ain't no home anytime she goes away. Anytime she goes away. Anytime she goes away. Anytime she goes away. I realized that what we had was propinquity, when I thought that all we had was intimacy. I can't believe that 14 years made you sway from me. I was naive to think that maybe we could be. I really shouldn't miss you, 'cause we were so unofficial. My heart's been floored, I chanced on love unsure. I realized that what we had was propinquity, when I thought that all we had was intimacy. I realized that what we did was consensual. I never thought that all we did stayed on the physical. Your actions, your motives were intentional, and for the wrong reasons, this memory will be pivotal. Your lips said love me, but your mind said lust me. I'm so ashamed, I really don't like love's games.
I realized that what we did was consensual. I never thought that all we did stayed on the physical. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-day, ooh, ba-la-ba-dee-ba-dow. La vida, la vida, realize because of you, I am self-deprived. And as painful as it proves, I will be edified. Disgruntled thoughts of you, still I can't deny. My tattered heart I shrewd, I must rhapsodize. Revitalization from this dehydration. Love is like a sleeping pill. Overdosing on this thing will kill you. I realize because of you, I am self-deprived. All the same as painful as it proves, I will be edified. Oh,